Initializing. Hello, Slutty Bunny. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Good morning to. Oh, let me fix some stream stuff really quickly, so we go back to the just chatting. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Orion. Thank you for the first, and Oldman. How are all you doing today? I hope you don't mind me being a little late. Not late necessarily, but I'm working on setting my schedule because there will be no Monday stream next week. Again, I will be on recess next Monday, so there will be no stream next week, and I'm just finagling that schedule really quickly before, and posting that up before I forget. Here we are. It's a little awkward, but at the very least, it's a proper loop now. I fixed it. Early schedule for next week. Will be off on Monday, but hope to enjoy a chat and some cowboy time next Friday. Alright, setting that. Hi, Helda, how are you? Thank you for the warning. Yeah, I ought to give warning. I've always felt bad about like the. I don't know. You know, is it worse, Study Buddy? Is it worse to keep it tentative and then not follow through, or to say you're absolutely not going to stream and then stream? Because I know some people would see that as a bonus, right? Some people would see that as a overall boon to their watch history because yay, more celerity content. But at the same time, like, I understand that people have been incredibly gracious to like cut out time for me or to like fit me into their like schedule, into their. I have a lot of neurodivergent folks who follow me, so people who need that kind of like consistency and stability might need like the time in order to pardon me, in order to set themselves up for. Like, in order to find a replacement briefly or however much. So I always feel like a little bit. What's the word for it? I think Hilda got me sick. That's for another matter first. But yeah, I'm like, I get a little bit worried which one would be the best. It's good to warn now, of course, and it's now on the Twitter, but I never know, you know. I think I need to get better at tolerating not knowing what the right thing to do is, you know. None of us really do, and we're all culpable and responsible for the things that we do, but it's much better to just be moving than staying still, you know? So, there's that. Gosh, I'm glad. I'm glad that, all of you are so kind and wonderful. How are all of you, by the way? How are your mornings? What do you have to look forward to? Happy Friday! This is the first, like, whole week of celerity streams in, like, 6 weeks. How did you enjoy yourselves? How did you celebrate, or how did you just enjoy the end of August? We're in August, right? I'm not that far off, right? I had this issue early on, I guess like Wednesday. Everything felt not truncated, but moved beyond. I felt like Wednesday was Thursday, Thursday felt like Saturday. And I woke up today entirely expecting to go on the trip that is expected of me as a College of Celestial Causality member. And surprise to me, it's Friday, and oh, I know what it is. I don't have coffee in me. I was wondering, I'm drinking a little iced tea. This week is weird. Hey! Yeah, hey! And yeah, it's nice to tune into you and AE on schedule as part of routine, but it's not like we're owed. I know you're not owed, but like, that's the issue with being someone who's into service, right? Or overall, really. I find that, a lot of us, like, oh no, but what about what they think? Like, a lot of us with anxiety are just like, it's almost like we are more worried about the prospect or the possibility of our actions doing something wrong to someone. So, yeah, like, I know you're not owed, but if I'm offering it and I want you to stay on it, then I've got to like keep showing up, right? So, here's me showing up. Here's me showing up a little bit sick. I caught something. I think I caught something on All for One, but it only really started showing up on Wednesday. The incubation was much longer, and now my throat trembles a little bit as I speak. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Hopefully it'll be solved by Wednesday, so we can have a long just chatting session. And I'm hoping to finish Red Dead Redemption as the like long play, maybe, or until my like deep, unrelenting interest in Red Dead eventually like sort of passes on, and then I'll continue with Three Houses. We'll have to see. Hello, AE. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. NT, how was your day? More start of the day. How was your day, or start of the day, or overall week? Well, I'm actually cutting it a little bit close. I knew I was going to be taking an extra planar trip this evening. I had a lot of scheduling, and even still, I woke up at like 10 a.m., scrambled to get all of my tools together, and now we're going to be, I'm hoping to end stream around like 3-ish, give or take, depending on excitement or energy or lack thereof. Smells like college student. What does college student smell like? Because I assure you I don't smell like bulldog and sweat. I took a shower this morning. The achievement I am. I took a shower this morning, and I smell now of berry and holly. I smell of limited time Christmas themed body wash that I'm using in August. I do hope you took a shower. I took a shower. Smells like college dorm showers. What does that smell like? Never mind. I don't hazard to even guess. I'm glad you're awake, AE. Keep on keeping on, alright? I'm rooting for you. Yeah, congratulations on being awake, honestly. Aww. That's a fair due, more put together than I am at the moment. It's so odd, like, taking off a weekend like this, both too much and not enough going on. You have the weekend off? Congratulations! Oh, but it's not off, right? You're still, like, going to be doing your streaming activities? Or are you also, giving yourself a break there? That's really exciting. Classes start next week for you, Deadfire. Oh, no! Well, I should say, oh, yay, oh, joy. We love classes here. We love studying here. We love the pursuit of knowledge here. Hello, little Touchy. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're doing our little talk before we jump into Red Dead Redemption, which, believe it or not, I'll be, like, while I very, very much adore Rockstar's contribution to the Western canon, I've actually never played the storyline of either of them myself. I've always played Red Dead Online because, up until recently, and I think still recently, I have an issue playing... I have an issue playing a certain subset of characters that make up half of the gender, half of the normative gender binary. I don't know, it was very, like, odd for me, but I think I'm not getting over it, but I think I'm coping better with certain characters, right? I think what made me feel my first bit of, like, not disgust, but my first bit of, like, I can't play this character right now. I can't even, like, begin to try to, like, base myself to understand and, like, exist as this character. I'm not method necessarily, but I really, really like throwing myself into a character. I will talk as that character, and I'll get stuck in character voices sometimes. So Disco Elysium's protagonist was just so boy failure in a way I couldn't yet comprehend at the time. But I think I should be able to settle for John Marston. I think I could leave up that separation. I think I could keep up that that personal mental barrier and be able to enjoy it for what it is. I more often enjoy watching, like, people play stories. How many of you are, like, React watchers? I feel like as viewers of a stream, you must be, like, to some extent or some degree, like, enjoy watching reacts, because that's what a Twitch stream is when it's not just chatting. It's a react, isn't it? There's a lot of vitriol for reacts. I think I still remember this trend in the early 2000s, like 2010 through 15, where you could have replies to YouTube videos, right? And those replies would usher out or push out all the other, like, videos on the YouTube feed. So people who wanted, like, attention and people who wanted to, like, show themselves off would simply just, like, send a reply to that video. And half of the time, they hadn't even watched the video. They would just talk about, like, what is in the thumbnail and what is in the title. Even in spite of everything. Also, there was, like, oh, Lego Halo is gonna be released soon, and, like, no, you believe everything on the internet back in the day, and I suppose people still do now. Still almost broke character by saying, oh no! Oh no! Anyway. No, we do like studying here. I'll be away from the archive until Monday night. Ooh! We're going on a trip too? We're both going on a trip, for all they know, archivists. We're going on the same trip. It was such a phenomenon. And... gosh. It's crazy how I have the reverse of nostalgia. Having lived through some of like the internet being silly, I am very, very aware of how not perfect it was back in the day. Like, I think there were a whole bunch of reply people, but primarily, like, back in the day, it was women who were doing the replies, and people would go after these women for that, and that was sad. It was annoying. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was still annoying for people to make like slop content back in the day, back in the day, without even meaningfully addressing or interacting with the media. Just going, yeah, I watched this video. It was pretty good. I like the snakes. Mind you that the thumbnail on the video says snakes on a plane. Wow, I like the snakes. I liked what they did. Couldn't tell you anything about anything else in the video, but that was a phenomenon that did continue until Google unceremoniously stopped putting up the replies. And now we have entire channels whose entire what's the word? Whose entire conceit is just watching other people's content and reacting to it, right? We have Magnus Tyrone, who these are all people I watch, by the way. I used to watch Magnus Tyrone, and they are like watch and enjoy Dragon Ball Z, and I used to watch or Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I should say, because old fan enjoyer of Dragon Ball, and then eventually like sort of taking off with it. And then who else did I used to watch? I still watch on occasion Spilling the Milk, and Pretty Much It. I wish there were more of Pretty Much It, really, because despite my chagrin, or not my chagrin, my lack of appreciation for Harry Potter and those who work on it, their Harry Potter reacts were very, very funny. Old YouTube was wild. Old YouTube was just even more Wild West, right? I don't know. Is it just do people just when they hit a certain age, right? Do they just suddenly fall in love with the Western genre because they also too feel like a fragment or a relic of their time, slowly watching things pass by? I shouldn't be this old in the head. I'm still very, very young. I'm young. I am hip. I'm still present. My skin is still flawless. It's still pretty good. I looked at myself in the mirror this morning, and in a rare moment of ego, I looked at myself and I looked at myself and went, pretty. And that made me happy. Usually I don't have the reaction to my own self in my own face, but it was really, really heartwarming. Yeah, you don't hear a lot of young people say that. Well, grass is greener. The Cambrian era of the internet. I like that a lot, Araya. You are pretty. Thank you, Deadfire. Speak for yourself. I'm such a failure at school and I have no study skills. What? No, but school is wonderful. What? I hate that we made school so aversive. I do think that's a great failing of the school system. Like, if we come out of that's why I miss I miss the Discovery Channel a great deal. I miss Mythbusters and can I not feel old? What's something new that I've enjoyed with Bagagwa? That's the best I've got. Bagagwa. I miss channels, and I miss when science was kind of cool. Ripbusters, indeed. I miss the Mythbusters and things like SciShow and Hank Green because they all inspired curiosity. They made people excited to learn new things. And right now, with how tumultuous everything is and how much new information is being assaulted by us, I think overall a lot of us are just not excited or willing to learn a whole new way of thinking, right? We're very much into thought-terminating cliches and just ways to dismiss new thought or information because it's more comfortable to not grow. And that's not just for a particular aspect or half of the American reading public, but I do think it's everyone. I do think that when new voices appear in these chambers that we build, that these spaces that are safe for us, we revile them more often than we accept them, unless it's very, very well put in a video essay of 15 minutes or longer. I'm thinking about the internet now. I wonder what the internet was like when you were all growing up. Like, well, also, Plink, I need to ask you, how do you self-impose study? Because I find that, like, responsibility on me to learn a new thing, it's really, really hard for me to pick it up. Often there are things that already have to be within my wheelhouse for me to really take off with them. Like, I've made leagues more progress with After Effects than I have on drawing, but I want to do drawing more. Like, if you've all seen on Monday, Phantom Rift, done by Lunari Draws. Incredible work, really, really wonderful work. So much story told in those, like, animated comic, and that's the kind of stuff that I want to do. That's the kind of stuff that, not excites me necessarily, but if I could, not monetize, if I could mobilize my, like, my talented skills to be able to do, like, animatics or animated, appeared in me. Your animated, comics, I would, but, like, it really is just a brick wall, and I've tried curriculums. I do love science and learning things, I just hate sitting in classrooms and tests and assignments so far. I don't want to go do things today. You'll be fine, AE. You got this. You got this. No, I miss when we fostered excitement for learning new things, but, like, there is such a industrial giant in just filling your mind, not with curiosity, but with answers, right? Like, I was watching, I feel so old speaking. And this is not even that old. I was watching Unraveled the other day. I was watching their ultimate episode, or yes, ultimate episode, their last episode, wherein Brian David Gilbert breaks down the very conceit of his show and says that it's not necessarily about answers, because all of this is conjecture, and the fun is populating negative space that is left behind purposefully or otherwise by the author, and filling it up with something that makes sense, or something that is real for you. When people revile you, or people say you're silly for thinking too deep on things, the fun had to have been not in the public renown. Thank you for the follow, IDJ. Where do you DJ? The joy of the unravels, of the finding a funny conceit and, like, mapping things to it, is in the process of doing it, and the satisfaction you make for yourself, not necessarily the praise of other people or the enjoyment of other people. And I rolled my eyes because, like, initially it is a setup to, like, the twist of the episode, and it's meant to be, like, a sincere moment in the archetype or the caricature or character of Brian David Gilbert, but I can't help but, like, be upset, right? I can't help but feel as though that, like, curiosity and drive that appeared with a lot of folks who were born, like, who are old. I'll say who are old now, and if you agree with me and you're Gen Z, or, like, middle or late Gen Z, you're also old now. The people who still, like, are, like, curious about things, that's a rarer and rarer breed. See, the only thing I'm good at is learning for myself, which is why I'm terrible at school. we still foster for excitement for learning, but regardless of the generation, people are excited to do so through edutainment videos rather than underfunded classrooms peppered with classmates that don't want to be there. I mean, yeah, but and like there's something to be said about like the way that like information, but like not everyone gets to edutainment, right? All millennials, even all older Gen Z, we're all old now. I can't be the only old person now. By virtue of being in my stream and being of legal age, you are old now. Like, I know edutainment is like fun, right? Like, I saw a video recently where they explained tariffs in Minecraft and how they're used, and I'm pretty sure that helped a whole bunch of babies as much as it helped a whole bunch of adults. But when something's mandatory, when something is standard, like I'm not necessarily I'm not necessarily like worried about like education in and of itself, right? Like people who are curious naturally will find stuff. But when the standard pushes people away from wanting to learn, when people learn that they don't like books because they were forced to read Catcher in the Rye, or I'm trying to think of other. I think I liked Catcher in the Rye when I was younger. And To Kill a Mockingbird. And The Great Gatsby. And Shakespeare. I liked all of those things. But if you don't like those things, having those things forced down your throat means that you're not gonna be able to enjoy them later. Right? Like the hunt, the exploration, the finding things out for yourself and engaging with that stuff, that is not a natural, well, it is a natural thing, but it's a natural thing that is deadened and numbed and put to sleep because what our grown-up life demands of us is answers. So we become proficient answer finders more than we become good spelunkers on our own. You know, like I don't count myself like as an exception to that. I think I am heavily in that sort of malaise, ennui. What is it called? Torpor. There you go. I think I'm in that torpor of like unless it's immediately interesting to me. I don't like learning things for its own sake. It is just entirely for answers, and that is like why we see a lot of unsavory, in my opinion, practices, whether it be propaganda or not democratizing, but delegating our thoughts comes from that. Yeehaw! Hello, Goblin Soblin. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for the hide in the stretch, Orion. I think that's why we need to surround ourselves with curious people. Whenever I see something lacking in myself, it's nice to find someone in my life who is flooded in that. Who, they say that you are the average of the 7 people who are closest to you, for better or for worse. So pick good people to surround yourself with. I think I'm proud of my 4. I think I'm proud of my like 4 close. And then my auxiliaries are also very, very close. Happy Friday indeed, Goblin Soblin. We're only 30 minutes away from Red Dead Redemption. Might not be a massive stream, but I hope you all will enjoy it even still. I'm doing alright. I think I needed a coffee. I think I'm lacking coffee right now, and it's making me antsy. Yeah. I wish school was fun. I wish people would want more school. I wish people didn't want to leave school. I wish school wasn't. I wish there was as much effort put into the optimization and enjoyment of school as there was in the hamburger, right? It feels like we're investing in all the wrong places. I watched a video recently from Sam Reich talking about paid auditions, essentially, when the studio how the studio will pay for people to see, right? And how he believes that should be standard. That even if you don't get the role, if you audition, you at least get like some kind of pay or some kind of ability to take care of yourself for having come. And the counter argument I thought was so interesting is that you can't pay actors for auditions, because that means the studio won't be able to look at more actors. And Sam Reich said, well, this is the kind of thing that it'd be really nice to have a secretary for arts for, which has the same amount of GDP as transportation and, I forget the other one, transportation and something else. And I was like, wow. I think there's always something so not relieving necessarily. There's something so exciting about somebody who just knows what they're talking about, right? I vicariously feel smart when I see somebody really dig down and speak to something. It's why I enjoy Archivist. Did you know Archivist is on their partner push? Did you know that these next couple of weeks will be crucial for them to be able to increase their monetization on their channel? Can we get a shout out for Archivist? I know that our communities tend to resemble more a circle than a Venn diagram, but if you're new and you haven't already engaged and enjoyed Archivist's content, please give them a look. They're very, very much worthy of your time. And although he's insecure about it, he is an incredibly talented orator who I love to listen to. I do enjoy the way he speaks on things, and I feel smarter for it. If you think that I am like one of the smarter channels on Twitch, how about following somebody who actually knows what they're talking about? Give Archivist some love, please. Enjoy your lark. Can't follow the stream? Oh no! Was I just throwing back and forth? Was there turbulence, study buddy? Was I rocking so left and right and up and down that people were feeling sick? Video essay's hard. I think fundamentally the problem with school is it's supposed to be two things at once. It's supposed to be introduce a child to the real life world and teach them important skills, and it's also a government funded jobs training program where a child can learn how to be measured by standardized tests and grades. I agree. Honestly, I think you're finding the really, really smart people be the ones who either were forced to, and like school doesn't really work anymore, right? The really, really smart ones, the smarties are the parents who are so involved in their kids' education. Or the parents that are so involved in their kids' education that, and because they care about their kids, who are so involved in their kids' education that there's some level of homeschooling, so they have a more rounded out education than what the state teaches them. Or they're in Kumon, or they're Asian in Kumon. I've never been to Kumon. I luckily breezed through the majority of early education, and by the time education became hard, it was too late. However, I never used Kumon, but I know people who have, and I think the logo says it. You see how nonplussed the face is. It's just a, but they do know their calculus better. They do know their chemistry better. They can make an argument. You're sipping on the side. Ooh, enjoy your sippy. I forgot how much of a lightweight you are. Study buddy. Here's the thing, right? Dominant isn't comfy. I'm quoted on saying this. I think that's quote 3 or 6. To learn, you must fail, and if you fail in school, you get punished. That's true. The fear of failure is definitely, I think, that is what kills curiosity. The fear of the social isolation of being wrong, right, Plink? The fear of failing is what makes it so hard. I really don't understand why there's so much like argument against like new form education, as though the education that's going on right now is working. Well, it's what we have. To change it would mean so much, but our kids are being left in the dust, you know? I'm really concerned. Video essays are hard? Video essays are hard. I mean, I haven't posted a video essay yet. AE. So, wow. You being able to speak live extemporaneously, like, pretty well is still fire. Smoldering hot take. It is negligent for a parent to demand their kid understand schoolwork when they refuse to know it themselves. I would agree. Honestly, I think this isn't this I think I don't want to get canceled or anything. I think the majority of parental care is negligent. Especially that of middle to high economic households. A lot of the time the parenting is entirely negligent. It is entirely based on occupying the children instead of actually interfacing and being present with them. It makes you wonder why these people had kids in the first place. Well, we're having kids very often and not wanting to have kids. I think of this person, right? I think of this person who I've spoken to a long while ago, and they spoke about how they love having a cat, but they need every cat declawed. And we talked to them about how, like, oh, but like declawing them is like removing their fingers to the knuckle on both of their hands. It heavily impairs their movement, and it's basically them just like trying to balance on like the knobs of where their foot was. It heavily impairs a lot of movement, and because of that, her cats are quote unquote well behaved because they can't jump and they can't move and they can't do all that stuff. And this person has kids. I think if you're the kind of person to declaw a cat, you should not have children. because the declawing of a cat speaks to me that you are not interested in handling or interfacing or interacting with a problem that you yourself brought into the world by virtue of getting that cat. You are not willing to put the effort in to redirect that cat, to deal with all the hardships of the cat. You just like the fantasy of having a cat. And to a similar extent, right? To a similar extent, I like that shows up, like that would like progress past their parenting as well, right? Like, if you declaw your cats, if you find a solution to stick to it, it doesn't bode well for me for like the care of your children. Because what is the declawing you're gonna do to your kid in order to make them livable and enjoyable? Are you going to give them a crippling internet addiction by introducing them to electronics way too young? Are you going to give them to tutors or nannies or every sort and kind of like sort of intermediary from which they are going to get their lessons from? What does declawing your kid look like? And then same parents who are like, yeah, the internet should be much safer for kids, when it's your responsibility as a parent to take care of your kids. I had a video that I've since unlisted called "Do Our Parents Deserve Us Taking Care of Them When We Grow Old?" And I unlisted it because I'm a coward, and I got a lot of negative responses to it. That like people who are clearly raised by good families or tight-knit families or conservative families that are, if not tight-knit, are functionally close by virtue of like how much it is impressed that the closeness of a family must be, right? Take care, AE, be well. And my argument was, does a parent deserve their kid like taking care of them, or are the parents entitled to having their kids take care of them? And I said, well, I think if you are a good enough parent, you will foster an aura of gratitude for which your kid will want to pay you back. People aren't in and of themselves selfish. Humans, for the most part, their first instinct is to help out another individual. Young or old, man or woman or other, we've seen so many like just shows of grace. We see these shows of grace in gym bros and sororities and in support groups. Humans are naturally social and naturally help each other up and build each other up. We've come to the point, however, that like the pressures on humans are so heavy that we become very, very precious and tender with our resources. That is, for whatever reason, why we aren't as giving. Not because there's not you can't give everything, but because if I give everything now, I might not be able to eat later. I might be able to take care of myself later. Blah 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 blah. But like at least to kin, we're very, very kind, tend to be, right? At least to kin, unless you're like profoundly selfish, you want your siblings to succeed, your intermediary like genetic people to succeed, and your parents. We should love our parents. I feel as though if the kid isn't excited to give back to the family or to lift it up or to offer themselves for it, right? If the kid isn't excited for it, then I think you did something poor as a parent. I also think that like parents shouldn't make children for money, right? They shouldn't make children as a means to like make a pretty baby and put them in the industry. That's also in and of itself terrible, because you're birthing your cash cow does not make it less sapient. But especially with like kids who I've seen so many adults, right? So many adults take care of their family to like the bitter end. I've seen there are kids of good families, and those people like fight doggedly to be able to take care of the family that took care of them. If not their parents, grandparents, aunts, step-family. Family will take care of family, and if your kid, as an adult, with the means to take care of you, but will not, I think it does speak to a failure on the part of the parenting. Now, it's different if the kid is like, I don't want to say a failure, but I will like in the Asian way of failure, as in like just a decent person who's getting by, right? If the kid's getting by, I think parents should like budget around their children. Like we shouldn't just have children willy-nilly. Sure, there's joy in having children, but like you will see more hardship having a child if you can't take care of that child in the first place. Having a child is a life-changing thing. Having a child it fundamentally changes how you live your life, because your time is no longer yours. And I think people rush into it so quickly. But still, think of all the kids brought into the world in attempts to save new marriages. Ah, jeez. I wish there was like a good parent program. Half, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. How is everyone doing today? Half, what were you doing? Can I get a shout out for Half Enlightened? Space Pirate Raid. For those of you who aren't familiar in my chat, Half Enlightened is an incredible artist and space captain from Space Brazil. Please give them a great deal of love and support. I would not be here if it weren't for her. Period. I was in a bad place not too long ago, and I said, should I keep making stuff? And she's like, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. And I kept talking, she goes, you know what? Don't do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Start making stuff. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And now we're here. How are you, Half? What are you playing? Sometimes your brain will tell you that the wrong choice is the right choice, and a true friend will come at you and shake you out of it. And I do greatly appreciate at least another try and another show and another like push for this kind of thing, because I do love it. I'm just reminded too infrequently how much and why I love it. I mean, everything. I was playing Story of Seasons, which is a farming game. Well, I'll be playing Red Dead Redemption soon, which is kind of like a farming game. There are farms, just more guns, and you start the game on a homestead, right? That's kind of similar. We were talking about family. We were talking about Aurea brought up the fact that a hot take, parents requiring their kids to learn things that they don't themselves know is negligent. I just said, the majority, like a great deal of parents are negligent, especially in upper middle class families and middle class families, because the goal becomes occupying the child instead of taking care of the child, right? Like, if a parent goes in and goes, what, you want me to pause my entire life for my child? Yes, you had a child! You had a child! Yes, pause your life for it! That's a whole new life you're working with! But yeah, please, which is why I'm not gonna have, which is why if I ever have children, it'll be very, very late in my life, when I'm done living my own life. Yeah, yes, that's the point! And like, the parents who, like iPad, there was this really heartbreaking Reddit post that I saw where it's like, iPad kids don't want to be iPad kids. I ain't ever getting a kid. So fair. I mean, knowing you, Pot, you'd probably pick one off the street. Well, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that joke came from. That was a joke. Twitch, that was a joke. Think about hydrate. Getting a kid was loaded speech. Real though, I would too. Do you love children? Oh my god. I wish it was more innocent to say that. Like, would you love taking care of a child? Half. Do you have baby fever? I would probably adopt a bio kid. That's so cool! It's good to adopt a random kid. No baby fever. No pregnant. Pardon me, I'm still caught a cold. I don't ever want to get kids. Not like it would work. No impreg indeed. I struggle with body horror, and that's what pregnancy is. Felt. I mean, I'm not like a antinatalist. I do think there are unethical positions to be having a child in, but I do think also that like, it's such a dismal look of the world to think that the world is so full of misery and that there's nothing to come out of it, that bringing a child into the world is in and of itself cruel. But I do think that like, not everyone has a kid. If you would in fact declaw your cat, you should not have a child. Because I already see that kid and they're on an iPad. Oh, sorry, back to the video I watched, where it was like a post of like, hey, I don't think people understand this, but iPad kids don't want to be iPad kids. They don't want to be iPad kids. Like, people aren't on their iPads. People aren't on their iPads, like, to be on their iPads. They're doing so because, like, they don't do stuff with the family, because the family doesn't, the parents, and there will be edge cases and exceptions, right? Like, I would say, like, maybe, like, 8 to 12% of children who are iPad kids just are like me and will be terminally online for the rest of their lives. But like, all the other iPad kids, they just want to be with you. And what you do is you give them an iPad. Whenever they want to be with you, you give them the iPad. Whenever they want to interact with you, you give them the iPad. And over the course of time, they lose, when they have the urge or craving to interact with you, they go for the iPad. Should probably have the snip, but hospitals are bad. But free healthcare. Fun fact, that's exactly how my dad thinks. The world is bad. I don't want to bring people into this world, yet here I am. I don't think there was like an inherent moral good to breed, right? Like, if the last 2 people on Earth are a T for T couple, I guess we're dying then. There's no like great benefit or like humanity and its existence is neutral. There is no value judgment to be made for better or for worse, in terms of cosmology and just existing. But while people are here, I full on endorse the dogged chase for good. There isn't an inherent moral good to it, but it is kind of hot. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's such a weird take. But like, I'm gonna do the friends question. Study buddy, I'm doing a poll right now. Alright, everyone, vote. I need to know. Honestly, now that I think about it, maybe neither. I'm not ace. I do enjoy a tumble. However, like, I don't understand how it runs the world for some other people. Do you know what I mean? What is this? What even is that? It's the question. Would you rather give up? I guess I didn't say whether you'd give up or keep, but would you rather keep, if you had to lose one, keep the other, would you rather keep Foob or Smacks? Right? Half got it! Half got it! Yes, would you rather keep Foob or Smacks? Keep, not give up. Yes, keep, not give up. Like, this is your vote. We will see if Foob beats out Smacks or not. Cause it's good, right? But I don't understand how it runs the world the way it does. Back from clipping. No! What did you clip? Having not to eat anymore would save me so much effort. That's so true, though. We can't live without eating. I mean, just on the face of it, like if you would get all the nutrients you would get without food. This is cruel and unusual punishment style. Both are good. Both are like 8s out of 10. What is the high? Wait, study buddy, pause. Let me go into my mind palace. Let me think deeply. All right, let me think deeply about like, what is an experience that I like that is like better than Foob and Smacks. Oh, ballad crash on parenting. Thank you. I'm gonna look at this right now, and we're going to immediately recycle content. I mean, I just want to look at I just want to look from my perspective how this looks. Recent highlights. Poor little heart bot. Da na 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 na. All the lonely people. Oh, is Drell here? Oh no. I guess not uploaded yet? Enjoy your food. I guess you made your choice. Hi Gojo, welcome back. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I sure did. Gojo Satoru, would you rather if you had to choose between Foob and Smacks? Actually, that's not a good question to ask for someone I don't know. I'm amazing, dear friend. I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're well. It's a tie? It's a tie? Really? It is! Wow. I was not expecting that at all, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, more than Foob. More than Foob. Oh, added to the clip channel. Let me take a peek, please. Let me go on my Discord really quick. Exclamation on Discord. I choose Ghetto because that's all. Understood. Discord. We have another one for Foob though. Study buddy, I forgot to tell you. I caught up on marble racing, right? I'm caught up on marble racing. We hit second. I think it was Mellow Yellow that hit second. Thank goodness. Flanked by the Kobolds and then the Oceanics, if I recall correctly. Oh no, by Momo at the third. That was so wearisome. I'm watching this clip really quickly. We were talking about family. We were talking about. Aurea brought up the fact that, a hot take, parents requiring their kids to learn things that they don't themselves know is negligent. And the majority, like a great deal of parents are negligent, especially upper middle class families and middle class families, because the goal becomes occupying the child instead of taking care of the child, right? Like, if a parent goes and goes, what, you want me to pause my entire life for my child? Yes, you had a child! You had a child! Yes, pause your life for it! That's a whole new life you're working with! Yeah, please, which is why I'm not gonna have, which is why if I ever have children, it'll be very, very late in my life, when I'm done living my own life. That is genuinely a really good clip, Aurea, and I might edit that for my clips. Hear me out. Food is orgasmic. I also have an amazing butt. Well, congratulations on that. Sped up. Oh, could you hear it? Wait, you couldn't hear that, could you? Could you hear all of that? Oh, Discord. We're talking about family. Discord doxing me again. Food wins. Food wins over smacks. I will say that better. I'd love it if you did, and yeah, if we could hear it. No, I think that's honestly decent, most valid crash out. Call me a llama because I heard it all. Very, very good. Hello, Dragon King. I'm all right. I hope you're well too. I'm glad to know that you're a human being who just happens to type fast. We're gonna be playing Red Dead in, I think, around 8 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and I'll run an ad just so that the first hour is uninterrupted. I'm glad you're well. What was I saying though? Oh, again, Foob. Better than Smacks. Better than Foob. Being told I'm right by somebody who made very, very long arguments against me, speaking to the opposite, and being right. I should say, I don't like being right and then I don't like being wrong and being told I'm right. That's not fair. But better than food, better than most smacks, being told that I'm like, having someone relent to me and say that I was correct, way more pleasurable to me. Yeah, ascends to validation. Maybe that makes me a nerd, but it doesn't make me a virgin. What was that? Sometimes, Study Bunny, and there are two celerities inside of you at all times. Or at least there are two in me. One of them is just without the coffee, just spilling out, and the other one is like, hi, I'm trying to do a regular stream as always. But no, to be proven right, there are a few things that it's that Wolves intro from Pablo, from Life of Pablo from Kanye West. It's sorry, pardon me. What's my favorite redeem? I have a lot of redeems that are off right now. I think my favorite redeem is the what is my favorite redeem? Maybe head pats or stretch. I think stretch is nice. All of the self-care ones are very, very good because I'll forget otherwise. Going all the way back to the top. No, never mind. I lost it. I was gonna say something along the lines of Dom isn't hot was the initial thought, but sorry, Dom isn't comfy, so I don't impress or that kind of thing, because I prefer making comfy content more so than I do raunchy or anything else. That being said, should I do an ASMR that's teasing, right? Some people just like it when you're mean to them. I guess to that extent, Dragon King, I feel as though one of my favorite redeems, or one of my more liked ones, is Celerity Says. If only just so that I can see what people fit in my mouth. Though I am a little bit I tend to be a bit precious with how the direction of the stream goes. I don't have to answer everyone. I do for the most part because I'm excited to talk to people. Wait, what? What is this? Oh. No. They got in the way. Did you hear a cat just then? Not mean, but soft mean, seeing a glimpse. Balls. 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 There you go, Plink. I hope you enjoy. Not mean, but soft mean, like seeing a glimpse of the potential gap between the usual and what could be. You say this so poetically. Orion, you say this so poetic that I can't help but be a little bit like romanticized. Like, what could be? What do you mean? What could be? Like, just like it's like, la la la. I'm always happy, and then going down, something like that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever. I've done like ASMR sample streams before, or live ASMR-ish streams. I want study buddy. Can I have this as a Can I have this as a button? Can I just have this as if I ever meet one of you in off Kai? Can one of you have already made this into a little button that I wear everywhere? This is how I feel 24/7. Thank you, Eustace, for the meme. Hello, Day. Hello, Denny. How are the both of you? Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I was vulnerable with you. Do you still think I'm hot? Yeah. Femcell, meme cell. You have to go there. I know I do. It's so crazy how much I just like how femcell brained I am. I mean, there is a cell and there is a fem, so look at me bat my eyes. I keep forgetting about you. It's okay, Day. It's alright. Honestly, we're going to be going into a little bit of video gaming soon, and we will try to talk over that, and we'll try to have some fun, but also, this is going to be my first playthrough of Red Dead Redemption, and I hope that to be my long play of the year, or at least one of my long plays this year. Thank you for the party horn, Dragon King. No, but think about it. Okay, wait. I need to prepare myself. I need to prepare myself for what Orion's suggesting. we were talking about ASMR earlier. Denny, Day. Yes, the first one a day. No, just think about it. You're always showing a nice comfy side. What if you were a little on edge, ready to snap? I am interested in I have a yandere boy wife killer script to read. Prepare myself because when I can't just start squeeing. I squee. I go eee when I'm too excited. I'm a little tired today. I haven't slept well last night for some reason. Do you have a cat? Cats will do that. I hope. I was about to say, I hope you don't have a cat. Let me fix that for you. No. I'm a little sick, everyone. But all this time this morning, we talked about early internet. We talked about reply guys and reply girls and the way that people would try to get their 5 seconds of fame on the internet. Today, we also talked about school and how even though I personally really love school, I recognize its failure in the American space among other ones because ultimately it makes learning aversive. People stop enjoying learning and trying to find new things and find security in having very strict answers and just a one-to-one call and response because of the way school is structured. And even though I love school and was very, very good at it, I now have a broken personal self-reward system and understand that it's pretty rough. And it makes me sad how broken school is. Sad, so sad. And beyond that, we also talk about parenting and how it is a kind of negligence of your child to be not present with them, to find ways to occupy them instead of being present with them, interacting with them, enjoying them, playing games with them, and making formative memories with them. A kid without all that, and a kid who's forced to instead, engage primarily and only in brain, specifically and only in their hyperfixations or iPads or all that other stuff. It's symptomatic. This rise of dissociated children is symptomatic of a generation or multiple generations of parents who sought fit not to raise their kids themselves, essentially. By any other means be remote and not be present with their kids, and we're suffering for it. you learn how to get by in that environment in school, which doesn't help much outside of school. Absolutely true as well. Absolutely true as well. Children are losing their sense of adventure. I would agree with that. I think, because Dragon, I don't know how old you are. Please don't mention how old you are. But when I was growing up, we had a whole bunch of like little field trips and stuff that like incited and engaged and pushed us to learn more. That stoked interest. We would get how it's made. The Discovery Channel really was just peak back in the day. We would get how it's made to learn, like be more mindful of how the things we enjoy, the snacks we have, are created. We would have Mythbusters, which made science cool and made people want to learn how to like calculate the trajectory of a bullet. We had I had Channel 1 News. I'm not sure if that was primarily only a Northeast thing. How many of you had Channel 1 News? I think it was a subsidiary of MSNBC or something like that, but it was a internet only, targeted for kids, internet only targeted for kids series, like news site essentially. And the big debate of my class, of my 5th grade class, was whether or not to endorse the soda tax. Okay, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if this is federal or if this was just in the Upper East or like the Northeast, but it is proposed, right, that all purchases of drinks that are like exceptionally high in sugar, over like 25 grams of sugar, would be taxed, as well as like the removal of like extra large, supersized servings and all that such, right? I think that was such a wonderful way to engage children with like their politics, their local politics, because kids have a say. A lot of kids will be pro sugar and pro soda, but there's also the fact that like childhood obesity is on the up and up, and it's primarily due to high fructose corn syrup. We're about to have that tax in Lithuania. Exactly, right? And it's so funny how many children became Republicans that day. Oh, big government can't put their fingers in my sugar. Big government doesn't have anything to do with that. We should be able to pick for ourselves. All these tiny, like 10-year-old... We got better, but all these kids on the debate going, wait, I mean, like the self-moderation is the issue, right? Like, why would we remove or even tax this stuff when it's the responsibility of the consumer or the consumer's parents to moderate how much they drink, right? Right? And now looking back, I wish we had a sugar tax. Those $99 Arizonas have destroyed my endocrine system. But no, kids as young as that were like engaging in political theory because we made it digestible for them. There was an effort to bridge the gap between kids and what they need to learn, instead of just forcing them to eat it, forcing them to engage with it at the expense of their sense of adventure and joy. They find themselves lost now. Now that you've removed all the goalposts for them, they find those goalposts in video games, because there is no what's the word for it? Ascension? There's no mobility in the upper management sphere. Kids can find their rewards in video games, and for a day-to-day job, unless you're a simulator enjoyer, cleaning cars on simulators and like doing the same thing in and out, unless you're a Final Fantasy XIV player and enjoy doing the same 3 raids, people want upward movement. People want to level up. People want to see things change. And sure, we have a untapped population of individuals who are willing to just be the cogs in order to enjoy their life personally. But like, I feel like so many young kids have had adventure just robbed from them. And for what? Alright, on that note, on that summary, if you will, I'm going to brew myself a cup of coffee. It's going to be a cold brew, so it's going to be like less than a minute. I'm going to use the restroom and fill my bottle of water. I'll be overall 3 minutes, and we'll switch over to Red Dead Redemption. Alright, everyone? See you all soon. Hello, Slutty Buddy, I am back. I'm just going to plug my controller in. And should be all gravy. Chanan. Hello, Redhead, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. Let's just turn off the music really quickly. And just put this disc in. Study buddy, may I introduce you to nothing of- oh, there it is. May I introduce you to this? The old- okay, we will see how this runs on my PC, alright? Do you cold brew your coffee every day for the- I'm not nearly that interesting, Orion. Actually, I had a question for all of you afterwards. I've allotted like 3 hours of play of this game for myself before I have to start like chewing and finishing packing before I have to go for my trip, right? Which will leave me non-present for Monday of next week, but I will be back on Wednesday. Study buddy, what is an appropriate amount of time to let your child play video games? Since we are talking about parenting. Since Eustace is a new parent. And it's about time we talk about these things, right? As a community together. Depends on the game. Depends on the game a lot, I think. Really? I don't know. Cause I think the recommendations very, very early on like kid safety stuff for like the internet is like no more than an hour of internet time a day. You know, no more than an hour a day. Been lurking while I get some stuff done. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been well too, Redhead. I think if you've been lurking, you'll know I'm a little sick, so bear with me. But otherwise, we're having fun. Do you cold brew your coffee every day for the following day? I wish I was that interesting. No. I have a cold brew powder. I have cold brew that is then evaporated, which I guess like in essence it's kind of like regular brewing it, but like it is more like dehydrated, right? It is dehydrated cold brew, which I can then remix in, but it was brewed cold when it was first made, right? It is a cold brew concentrate. Honestly, maybe I should start making my own coffee. Maybe I should start like cold brewing myself. I've made my own pickles before, and by my own pickles I mean overnight pickles. I don't mean like I'm not Null Noon who's in her backyard in her basement actually brewed wine before. Create a new save game. All right. Red Dead. No, not how old. How long? How long should a game? How long should a play session be? I actually I also do agree. 14's not bad. Oh. Is it running? How well is it running? Is it chugging? I ran Red Dead Online decently beforehand. And that is that's a new game. Look at all these old people. It's so pretty. Oh, it's not perfect, but it's mine, and that's what matters. Welcome in, Strap. How are you? Watch it, mister! Who is this? Who is this mean curmudgeon with a thick mustache? The game is struggling to render all the years of the old people. I know there are things I can do to make this better, I just don't know what they are yet. Chugging along like a good old bean, indeed. Like, is this on integrated graphics? Is that why it's so slow? Good morning, Oldman, how are you? Oh, thank you so much, Strappin'. Back to you. How have you been? I hope you're well. I'm proud of you for existing as well. We're on Blackwater Station. We're taking a train. Talking about pickles and wines in the same breath seems wrong. Like, ah yes, the nectar of Dionysus, pickled grape juice. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Isn't that the same thing? Doo-doo. Okay, let me see if I could GPU. Let's see. Everything looks decent right now. Oh look, that train in the back is really moving. It's chugging, if you will.
Well, I for one am
oh my gosh.
That they are finally bringing
is the audio crunchy for you too?
This savage land. I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy said
oh dear. How do I pause this?
They'll be looking down on us. Please, how we help the natives. Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
I feel like this looks decent.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems
Much clearer now.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
I never thought of it that way either.
But they're now.
it's so what's the word? It's so you get such an idea for
Not only
what the setting is like, you know.
motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Poor Jenny. Oh, Study Buddy. I replayed the opening to Red Dead Online again.
Run for governor, which is why he's so concerned
Right.
with cleaning up the state.
Mm.
John's, yes. His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this
You're plenty judgmental, ma'am. We had Karens back in their day too, apparently.
a family without class.
A family without class?
John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics. Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy. It seems that money can buy voters, though.
Just whip around and just pew 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 pew.
Remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word.
Oh, they're missionaries.
Word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gift.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, old man.
Opportunity we have. The chance
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much is going on. I'm wishing you the best,
to
alright?
not kill each other.
Raise up the volume.
Let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
It is running better for me now than it was before, though. Oh, I forgot to say, I was watching, oh, hello? Oh, no. I had plans today, Study Buddy. Let me see if I could find... Study Buddy, you know, you think I having done this 3 years, you think I would have, would have checked things out beforehand. Yeah, let's go to the settings really quickly. Oh, there is no settings. Options, maybe. Display. Uh-oh. We can cheat. Well... Alright, so this is how we normally walk. It's playable. It's plenty playable. I mean, it is
telegraph line coming. Get your news here.
Oh. Apparently there are no settings because it thinks I'm an Xbox. Now, why does my game think I'm an Xbox? Let's not go into that. Let's go into whoa. Can you see this really quickly?
I don't feel too good.
Appreciate it.
Let me just search very briefly what I can do to help, because it's running, but it's running slowly. Let me see. It's content directory. Oh, that's just where things are. I've played League of Legends with frame rates like this.
Martha!
Silly PC thing with the Xbox.
Over here!
It's certainly working.
You must be John Marston.
Don't push her off like that. How rude.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
Hello, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
This is a little bit nostalgic. Honestly, like putting Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West was such a incredible idea. At least makes it that much more interesting to me. Let me see if I could increase the speed. Well, so I don't know what these mean. I don't know what these You tell him, Jake.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Sure.
Yeah.
There. Oh, shucks. That's too fast. I had a great day. The Wild West is ripe with stories. No, will you hear my entire, like, Wild West kick?
Go!
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
Yes, sir. It's Fort
That's
Mercy.
right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Great place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican
Let's
War.
keep it together.
What kinds of soldiers
Oh
around
no,
back then?
I have to press.
Why'd they
buttons
leave?
when galloping. Yeah, a little bit of extra speed. Sorry, I'm reading these. I'm trying to figure out what is Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead by itself, because holding it down seems to really
Are you
push me
planning on
forward.
spending any time
is
in
there-
Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
Is there
I doubt
cinematic
it.
mode?
I ain't planning on staying very long.
Not just yet.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve's Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man
No
to hold
goodness.
up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Not only 1800s. Not only 1800s, like... Actually, this is 1900s now, isn't it?
Come!
Not only 1900s, writing sensibilities, but also it could be argued that early 2000s
Oh, it was the
writing
marshal who
sensibilities
hired
seem to
me.
be words.
Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Yeah, I think this is, I think it's 1914. Actually, no, I think it's before the Great War. I think it's like 1908. And then 1912 is when...
You ain't very
the epilogue
talkative,
happens,
are
if I
you?
recall correctly.
Nope.
I'm just chewing the
It's the
dog,
death of the
mister.
cowboy,
How
right?
I
It's the
am.
death of a way of
I don't
life.
mean nothing by it.
Like,
Trust me. There's
it was
things you
petering
better
off
off not knowing.
during Red
Let's
Dead
go.
2, but now, which this takes place further on, it is now like firmly in the case that like outlaws
You don't
are
look
dying
much like no
breed
Blackwater.
for the population for a population of civilized folk to move into these lands.
Yeah. A fella told me he was out in Blackwater a few months back.
So
and
Eustace
stole one of
earlier
them
said that oh goodness. To that degree, I think I should lower the actually. Is there subtitles? You know what? That's an excellent option that I could tick. Display subtitles on. All right. We are. Well, I think I'll link something later about the relationship between the samurais and the cowboys and Ronin samurai. That's true. I think we were having a talk about whether or not, like, with its frontier rebellion, disparate empire, not even managing its resources, and attacks on civilization, if like to a certain degree Star Wars could be seen as a western. And Potts said that it was not a space western, but a space samurai film, because there's so much DNA shared between the spaghetti westerns and the black and white samurai movies, right? Let me see some optimization techniques with the thing I'm using right now. Game looks pretty, at least. Like how can I just like put it all on my GPU? If I open up my task manager, pardon again the live adjusting, it looks like it's really CPU intensive, so maybe it's not even using my GPU correctly. Is this all entirely on CPU? Oh, that's information I don't understand. Oh. I'm working with things beyond my ken. Do you know who I should ask to help me out with this? I should ask KE. How do I turn that off? There you go. Hello, Sel. Hope you're having a good stream. Thank you very much, Prithvi. I hope you're well as well. I'm hoping this coffee is gonna kick me in the butt, and that fate pushes Red Dead Redemption 2 working a little bit more decently. Post-processing settings. Game compatibility, maybe? It's in playable state, so it should be good still. Let's just warts and all try to enjoy this experience together.
So who's this friend you're looking
And hopefully by next Friday,
Nobody
it'll be a
you
little
need
more
to
smoothed
concern
out.
yourself with.
Never you mind all my questions, Mr. Marston. I just reckon you might be barking at a knot heading for the fort.
Oh, it really wants me to go full throttle at all times. I just want to very gently follow this individual.
You got a look that tells me you're not much in the mood for John. Let's just enjoy the ride.
Sure. How do I enjoy the ride? What's the button? What's the input? How do I enjoy the ride with you?
Come on.
Yeah.
If I weren't so spoiled for choice, I would say this is very,
Damn
very good.
coyotes! What a waste of good meat.
Aw, poor coyote. So instead of right trigger now, which is draw the gun, we use B
Yeah.
for looking at everything.
Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
I'm not only having technical difficulties is the issue, Redhead, I'm having horse difficulties.
Whoa!
This assumes I'm running.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
So Nick spent the majority of her time manually driving, right? As recently as this year, I learned how to use cinematic mode, and now whenever Nix and I play Red Dead together, she will put her controller down, so she can like fix her auto battle or enjoy Madoka Magica Exandria and Honkai, and I think it's very cute. Man, this game's so retro.
Bill, I've come for
Auto
you!
battler, I hardly know her.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Bill Bilson.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
I'm here to join up
Nobody
with you.
needs to kill anyone, Bill!
You must think I
That
was
little
born
move.
yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair,
The
Bill.
fairground shooting range
You were as
kind
my
of
brother.
appearance.
I've come to try to save you.
Oh,
Look at those
Do
little
I look like I
movements! Look
need
at their
saving?
their little choreography.
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me.
Is that Scooby-Doo?
You always were one for fancy words.
I do like fancy words. I do like fancy words, John Marston.
Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you.
In Red Dead Online, I've cleared this before like 3 or 4 times.
I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Let me at him, game. Let me at him. I can dead-eye the mole from here.
Well,
Oh,
Oh.
poor John.
Look at that little choreography. That's so cute. Do you think they practiced that? A very short but great game. That train ride was 9 out of 10 Kino. And Jake was neat too. Now for the end credits. No, it's not for that. Now it's time for the epilogue day. There's a whole game after this too. I think that's the incredible part about these Red Dead games. That like, when we have like a second life with these games. It's really early to start an epilogue, though. I feel like this is what, the first 30 minutes? I would love to see them practicing the choreo and accidentally talking over each other. Now, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Now, I'm in charge. Always guns first, talk after. Mm-hmm. All right. Hello, ma'am.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was...
I'm glad that message is the highlight of your day, Blink.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Days, goodness.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam.
Okay.
Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
1911.
Mr. Marston.
1911 is a good number.
John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss.
The game runs fast. Game was running better when I'm not focused on it, interestingly
You may
enough.
be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Oh, time to go back on the...
Dumb.
I don't understand what causes the lag. Spikes or drops. You know what? Let me close... I have After Effects running in the background. Maybe I can close that. Maybe that'll make it less intensive. I have. I can voice it in lieu of having visible. Oh, it's really in slow motion.
What will you do now?
Oh my goodness. Here we are.
Now I'm gonna take my time.
Sometimes with the old PC it would throttle to prevent overheating. Well, I should be seeing that on my model as well as the issue. Is what's confusing me.
Mr. Marston. Quite heroic. Just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read.
Actually, I've been having this issue with this PC for a second too with Red Dead Online. I think it might be a voltage issue.
If you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the
Can I pause? I can pause. Okay, wait. Allow me, study buddy, to try another charger really quickly. Okay. I don't think it's a thermal throttling issue. I actually think it might be an undervolting issue because game will throttle for the game will throttle as well for. Sorry, I'm plugging things in right now. For Red Dead Online. And this is a prime opportunity actually to test this out. Maybe it's just not getting enough power, not enough juice. Uh-oh. Hello? Alright, I should have switched to the power source now. It'll take a couple of seconds for it to load in. I look already a little bit laggier than usual now. I wish I had my prime opportunity. That'd be a fun, a prime sub. That'd be pretty fun. Victoria Outclass. Oh god, they sound like Deep Fried. They really do. They really do. Ugh. How dare you say the robot slur in my chat day? How are you, Victoria Hourglass? Pardon me. We're having a couple of technical difficulties, but I'm hoping that what I did just fixed things, and this would prove that it was right of me to buy a new charger. Because my old charger, or the charger that came with this laptop, is 19 volts, and this laptop runs better on 20 volts. My old laptop's charger and all that such. So we'll see. Study buddy. Place your bets. Alright, study buddy. Let's do this prediction really quickly. How many of you bet that everything will be just fine after me switching around the chargers? Back in my day, a toaster was a toaster. Dang. Oh my gosh, what? Please, if I may ask. So you have a new... Okay. I feel like I need to write this on Magma. 1 second. Let me open up on Magma. You're pretty. Oh, thank you. How are you, Victoria Hourglass? I hope you're well. We're trying to smooth things around. It's not showing me the live vote, unfortunately. How do I look at that? Alright, so I had a old laptop which would unfortunately not render audio very well. It would cause my audio to go bad. So I'm borrowing a friend's laptop. That laptop is older than mine. It runs a 1080, if I recall correctly. What's happening is that the old charger is only feeding... The charger that came with this laptop is only feeding at 19 volts. So I'm using a new charger right now to test whether or not it will work. Whether or not like everything will start running properly because it's properly energized, and then fingers crossed it goes well. Let me look at the prediction real quick. We have 79% of us thinking that it'll work perfectly. I greatly appreciate that, and 21% of scoff. Submissions closed. All right. Now let's continue the game. Hopefully everything works well now. No robot. No deep fried robot.
You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
We'll give it a little bit longer. But so far it's looking pretty good. Is it just a voltage issue, do you think? Alright, let's try working on. Alright, there's a little bit of input lag. I'm injured. The motion blur is kicking in, which I'm hoping is a good sign. Is this how the game looked like for all of you when you first played? I think this speaks to things working. I have not come to talk. I've come to dance the cannonade. I've not come to talk. I've come to dance the cannonade. I've not come to talk. I've come to dance the cannonade. Thank you so much for the Slurdy Says, Eustace. I'm not familiar with the reference, but I imagine it's cowboy themed or some kind of shoot first, ask question later ones. According to Inflation Calculator, I was looking for that in the middle of the scene. According to Inflation Calculator, $15 is $500 today, so that's a pretty penny. That is a pretty penny! Study buddy, it brings a whole new meaning to I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. $20 back in the day was like $800 bucks. Oh, I like it. It's cute. The only thing jogging now that look, I can walk without skipped frames. Oh my gosh, am I glad? It wasn't a heat issue. It was a power issue.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living.
Yes, how can I help you?
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Let's do the saddle mission first, Orion, and then we'll see if robot comes back. I don't want to go prematurely. The whole game feels a little slow. Just a teeny bit. Is this what the chipmunk feature is for?
There's the foreman. Yourself.
Alright, so
I'm happy
this is fine
with
enough.
My current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I can't increase the speed or anything, it just...
I picked out a fine horse for you.
Ooh, if I may.
Come on, boy.
My little chestnut.
Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Yes, ma'am. I hope my horse won't, on account of its own brazenness,
Come on!
accidentally crash into you and your associates. Oh, what a pretty game. Even old as it is, it's very pretty.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
I guess it's new, because I didn't see that back in the day either. Is it new? Is this a new fixture made by them? After the events of Game 1?
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I love how polite he is. What a good boy.
More horses than you've broken.
Now where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Very true. I always try to keep a good first impression. I asked this question before. Did I get an answer from anyone else? If you were a parent...
That's the train station.
How long would you let them play on video games?
The line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
I came down an armadillo though, didn't I?
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
That is a very... I imagine that's the thesis of this game. Thank you, Bonnie McFarlane, for sharing with us.
Load up now.
That's the barn
perfect,
over there.
Bit more
Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Whoa there!
An hour at a time, says it all. You used to set an hour and then continue to grow up as they grow old. How long is too long playing video games?
Up!
Video games won't exist for my hypothetical kid? Do you mean through censorship, or you won't let them like touch a video game?
Pick up the pace!
I mean, you could Alouette them. Give them nothing but audacity to and
Let's
time
stop
to sing.
for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarlane.
Do you ever get, like, not remorse, do you ever wish that, like, instead of speccing into, like, gaming and, like, computers and stuff like that, you spec into, like, an instrument or some other talent? I still am more I can still confidently say that a lot of the time I'm more intelligent than people with PhDs.
Well, are we going inside?
When it comes to fixing their computers for them. That is a miniature flex for myself, but I guess like starting them quick and young on the internet isn't that initially or immediately bad.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you.
90 minutes!
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
They won't know it exists, I'll do my very best. Oh goodness. All it takes is one kid. All it takes is one kid and their parents to get them on TikTok.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Okay, Bonnie McFarlane.
Ready, Mr. Marston?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's mount up and
you used
patrol
to
the
say that
ranch.
they'd only start this game at like 14 for their kid, right? A little choppy, but I think that's on my account. Sorry, man. Were all games back in the day this clunky, or is that just my PC running it? 90 minutes a day is an interesting one. I think there's some validity to it. I would put my kids' video game and like YouTube time on the same
Follow
time.
me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't think an hour is long enough to play a video game, though. Not except for like the smallest
I feel a
ones,
lot happier someone's along
I'd
with
eat
me.
like 2 or 3 hours, so I think 2 hours is a decent
Well,
amount.
with your trigger itch and my
For,
feminine
like,
intuition,
enjoyment.
we should make quite a team.
Or maybe, what if you gave them an allowance a week and they have to ration it themselves, right? Like, what if they can only play like video games for 12 hours a week? So like 2 4-hour sessions.
God
means
damn it,
means
these
that
rabbits
they only
are
play
at it
twice
again.
a week.
Come on, let's get rid of them once and
Rabbits?
for all.
All right, how do we do this? So I see there's it's free aim primarily.
It's about time
Oh, no, it's
these
not.
little things met their maker.
Oh, she's chugging a little bit. It's better than before. All right.
Bet you thought I couldn't use this, didn't you?
What, the rabbit? You're trash talking rabbits now, Bonnie? I can't use it apparently.
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I think.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean, Bonnie. Can I still get these for food?
That's it! Kill those little varmints!
That's such a bloodlust.
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Mount back up. We should check out the rest of the ranch.
Somebody remind me or add me on the suggestions on Thursday to just like really optimize this game. This is me trying to figure out because I only had half an hour a day. You only had half an hour a day of screen time?
Plenty of ground to cover.
Really?
Come on!
I do think like 8 hours a week might be an interesting.
If it's
like,
not the rustlers
offer,
stealing our
right?
cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to
Oh
a
heck
big
yeah!
city.
I love this guy's little pop.
Become a
Okay,
lady
Rico,
of
how
leisure.
old were you when you were playing this game? We're talking. We're having parent talks right now. We're asking. We had a conversation early on in the stream, in the morning, where it
Is that
was
a
like
coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
we were talking about how likely it is that we let our kids play. We were talking about good parenting too.
That's it! Damn coyotes!
We were talking about parenthood, negligent parenting, what it looks like to take care of a kid. And the question I've asked, like, for the crowd right now is how long would you give your kid a chance to play video games? My thought right now, my prevailing excitement is in 8 hours a week, right? 8 hours a week. And they can spend those however much they want. If they want to spend it all in one day, well, sorry for you, but you didn't budget well enough. Oh, I'm poor at this game. The game could also be running better, Rico.
Go!
Too loud, I'll drop it down a little bit. Not any better. At least there's no audio issue, and that's what I'm most worried about, if I'm perfectly honest. Are those all coyotes? I just saw a whole bunch of dots rise up on my circle.
Come on!
How much is Rockstar selling the port for again?
Whoa!
There you go. Much better, bub. Thank you very much, Chalice. Rather day. I was maybe 13 or 14. I think, honestly, with parental guidance and permission, I think 13, 14 is fine for this game. I do think that. Oh, they got a chicken. My bad.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
I remember getting this game with my mom in Best Buy. And the cashier was like, you know this is M-rated, right? And my mom was like, yeah, it's fine.
Handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought
You were playing Saints Row at younger?
hand to help.
Oh my gosh,
I
Rico.
sure appreciate that,
Little
Mr.
hellion.
Farland.
I don't mind though, because honestly, I would be really chuffed. I'd be really pleased if I had a kid that ended up like you, Rico. You're such a decent person. Enjoy your lurk, Redhead. Be well.
Mr. Marston.
Easy.
This is my house now. You heard it here first, folks. Give your 14-year-olds M-rated games.
Makes me kind of happy I saved your life.
They'll end up a comfy gremlin.
I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
God, I hope the Red Dead Redemption online servers are still running if I ever have a kid, so I can like guide them through the game. Current Deadeye level 1 of 3. Save game. our first save. The scene where John breaks the fourth wall and asks, if you're 14 years of age, then check this out. So, redemption of Rockstar? Day, you're funny. Okay. Day's funny, City Buddy. / genuine. Let me look up at chat really quickly because I missed a couple of things. Somebody said the train is the only thing chugging now. Thank you very much, Redhead. Gamberin. Actually, so I will put this as a success, as a brief success. It's not amazing. It's not perfect. We are going to give it to the people who had faith. Work perfectly versus Scuff. I think this is, for what we had, for what we had to begin with, I do think this is worked perfectly. So here you go, complete prediction. Enjoy. So what do we do now? There's a big bee over there. Let's go on a trip. Let's go on a walk. Obstacles in our path. 670 will go to Phallus, go to Day and Orion Song. Congratulations, y'all.
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in.
This is a nice house you got here.
How you met that Bill Williamson, or what you wanted from him?
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some...
He's such a gentleman! He grew up a lot.
Seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my
Hi, Neko.
Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
City dweller?
I'm no city man.
Okay, no.
But I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
Oh, those are the police.
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
Well, I can ride.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Time to race, I guess. Hello, Neko, how are you? I'm a little sick.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
You know, I'm a city person, right? It's really weird to engage in a piece of media that has so much, that reviles me so much. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this will be like taking candy from a baby. You don't even know. I'm on a different time frame than you, ma'am. I'm good. It just makes amazing mac and cheese. Hope you enjoy that, Neko. I want mac and cheese now. I wish my body could process cheese. All right. I'll try not to be. Is that the... All right, got it. All right. No! I rode him too hard. Oh, heck. Well, that's gonna cut things around. Do I need to hit every single, race? What's the word for it? Oh, I see the stamina bar now. It took me all this while to understand that blue was stamina. Well, Bonnie's gonna beat me anyway. Alright. My goodness. So there is more skill to this than I had initially thought. I forgot that animals have rights, too. How far ahead is she of me, actually? This properly left me in the dust. Will it run faster on horse trails? If I cut through here, will that get me where I want to go?
Come on, easy up there. Come on.
Why did Steam see fit to put that on my I don't know if any of y'all seen it, but I don't know why Steam saw fit to put that on my screen. Please don't tell me Bonnie's one over. Bonnie's just there. Oh, Bonnie's waiting for me at the finish line. Oh, wait, Bonnie's waiting because of a train. Oh my goodness. Time to restart the entire game. Thank you for waiting. Is she stuck?
Let's pick up the pace.
Is she stuck? You know, I didn't say I was no honorable man. Yeehaw. This is a light gallop this way around. Beautiful mac and cheese. Beautiful mac and cheese indeed. But it was good ASMR. I feel like, not to speak ill, right, of ASMR people's yums, but I feel like stirring macaroni and cheese is too squishy and too wet for me to enjoy as ASMR. And this is a person who likes, slimes as well, you know. I have begun endearing the loyalty of my mount. It now has increased stamina due to this bond. And you know what? Unlike Bonnie, I'm gonna win this race. Albeit slowly. Albeit not with the, what's the word for it? Albeit not with the, grace that it would be expected of me. Nice luck, honestly, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take... Better lucky than skilled, I always say. Is Bonnie gonna be alright? I don't know how long the first hour of this game is supposed to take, right? Should I still be here, like, an hour from now? I can go straight over to the one. I got alert, but enjoy the game. It's one of my favorites. And the zombie DLC is the only zombie content I will willingly play. Feel better soon. Thank you very much. On all accounts, thank you very much. Oh, we're back in town. Poor Bonnie. I hope to feel better soon, if I'm being perfectly honest. Honestly, Study Bay, I'm wondering whether or not I have it in me to, like, if I should, like, do short streams and then, like, build them up again, like I was towards, like, a couple of months ago. Is this the race finish? Ta-da! Look at that little chicken. Look how much cinema they're able to fit into all these polygons.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
There's a fame skewer. Is this... Marshall Johnson is now available to talk on your minimap. So I can talk to Bonnie. Can I look at the map? Is there a legend? Bonnie McFarland, Marshall Johnson, House, John Marston, General Store. What do we want to do? I mean, we could just help... I kind of want to help around the house with the McFarlands a little bit longer. Hello, Temper Tide, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Red Dead is struggling to run, but is running.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
I'm back.
Good, Miss McFarlane.
Or rather, I didn't leave yet.
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
I don't mind at all.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
Yeah, on the other side. Oh, back to the openings, right? How atmospheric they are, how well they like immerse you into the kind of environment you'll be in. The Red Dead I recently got a new character for Red Dead Online, right? So I spent another $10 on it because
Better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple
I'm that
days
much of an enjoyer of Red Dead Online.
Thanks for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss. I have
I just
not.
immediately come
Well,
back to
that's a
you.
relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
Oh, I like that.
Admirable attitude.
Absolutely
miss.
admirable.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
All these
Hope
these
hasn't
dialogues
really
might have my heart.
It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Whoa, whoops.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
Oh, that's a burn.
Theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
You tell him, Bonnie. Bonnie's so fun. I love Bonnie. Bonnie's queen. I would die for Bonnie McFarlane.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
Well, we're
I
friends.
didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarlane.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man.
Oh.
Stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarlane. I really do. If there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
I know all the story. Is this any of yours first time engaging with Red Dead Redemption, the first one?
You never did tell me where you
Or the
live.
series?
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
The wife.
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
Ain't that the truth? She's so fun. I love her. Never seen, but I've seen I've seen Fame play. What's Fame play? Oh, gameplay rather. Bonnie is a special bean. All my Red Dead Redemption content comes from you. Thank you very much. Also, hello, Critical. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm a little sick at the moment, so I'm trying to drum myself together, if not for just another hour. I don't know. I like all of the implication. Of course, they wrote this before the sequel would come out, but I love being obscure the way that Bonnie is describing, right? And that
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
Sure.
First one's on me.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Sure. Are we on a mission? Are we gonna have to drive back, or can I stay in Armadillo once we're done? Doctor?
How can I help you?
Hello, sir? Whoa! Sorry, sir.
Hello there.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
I don't have a bullet on my leg.
Any trouble, let me know.
Do I have a bullet in my leg?
Be well. Come by anytime.
I see all the DNA of, like, the second game in this one. It is kind of surreal, though. It's kind of... I do feel like I'm coming back to a familiar place, and that's changed it a lot.
It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once.
No problem, man.
Company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
I do think it's what is that hypothesis called? The wolves and the rabbits, right? There's a sense of equilibrium, right, between predators and prey, because if there are too much game, if there's too much game, then predators will overpopulate, and then after their overpopulation will overhunt, and then eventually it'll sort out, right? There's an equilibrium to be made between gatherers and predators, right? Or rather, animals and predators. It's amazing how they wrote Red Dead 2 with how vague it, number 1 was in the past. It really is, right? I mean, to be honest, is it actually? I mean, like, knowing what you're going to be riding into it's impressive that they were able to craft such a masterwork in and of itself by itself with Red Dead Redemption 2's storyline. But like, I guess you already like have. It's easier to make fan fiction or maybe a derivative work than to do the first thing in the first place, right? That's what we have to give.
Excuse me.
That's what we have to give. You always have to give like tribute to the OGs, the giants that you're standing on. Ew! Don't spit.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Oh, their mouth is so wet.
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Look at that draw.
Shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what? You getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
Stop spitting, everyone.
Boys.
You need to get that checked out.
Got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down.
Jonah. I'm not a Jonah fan.
Be the man from Blackwater.
You were gonna say Reddit Online, I can hear it in your voice. Nah.
Listen, that dog ain't
Nah. I nearly spilled my coffee on myself. Nah,
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Stop spitting.
Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county.
Really?
Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
Oh, how you have a
So you're happy to have
you have a conversation going?
But I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties.
Pause. Wait.
Around here.
This is a marshal or a sheriff? I have learned this recently. Okay, I learned this writing for another Southern character or another Wild West character. So there's a hierarchy, right? There's town marshal, which is elected by the town to keep things right and deputized often by the sheriff, who manages 3 or 4 or more counties, and then that sheriff answers to a federal marshal, right? So is this a town marshal? They just take care of the immediate space? Everyone must have had acid reflux back in the day because there's so much spit. Spitting was a thing of the old times, I see. Exactly. It's... I'll study what you were all thinking it, right? Well, the opposite of spitting, you know, that came with civilization. Was it not all chewing tobacco? I mean, this person's smoking a cigar. Some people would chew dip being chewing tobacco, but some people just spat a lot. Apparently, I didn't see no jacks that he was chewing from.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. I'm forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods. The saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
That I am.
When things matter.
Poor guy gets left in there. Look at us in our synchronicity walking. What are my weapons at? Us civilized folk don't spit.
So who are we looking for? A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton.
Walton Goggins? They're in this game? I didn't realize they had this much work.
Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
Very true.
How do you do?
How do I... Can I antagonize people or talk to them?
This dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
That man has... That man's outfit is their personality. I love that outfit. Oh, I'm gonna ride side saddle with you, sir.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. God damn it, he's on to it. Get after him.
How long has he been on to us? Hello? Are some things not working right because this is not... Oh my gosh. As long as my horse is alive.
I don't want to let that bastard get away.
Yes, sir. It wasn't all chewing tobacco. Some people just have mucus problems, critical.
Easy.
Right, I learned recently how to ride by Bonnie McFarlane. What you gotta do is you have to wait for your opponent to get stuck on the terrain from pathing, and then go over there and deliver the coup de grace. Thank you for the hider and the stretch, Kawaragi Chris. One second, let me just put my hands up, and hopefully I won't crash into anything. Oh! Hi, Chris, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome.
Let's go.
Hadn't seen you in my parts for a minute there, sir. How you been? How you enjoying yourself? Oh, have I lost him? Ooh, oh, look, a deer. Can I hunt a deer? You know what they say about the road less traveled? I love how it's like a simple baseline. Yeah! Just slapping that bass. Oh. We got there somehow. Welcome back from cleaning. How was cleaning? Is your house and mech spiffy and clean?
We got company, boys.
You know, maybe shoot first.
Take cover.
Alright, these are the first men who'll be taken down.
Way up this hill.
Alright.
Arston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
Oh! Can I tell my horse to leave?
You ain't outlaws. You're idiots.
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. That's bull behind the yard, Marston.
Still good? There you go. Glad to see not much has changed between the newer offering and the older one. Oh, whoops. Did I get him good? Apparently. I like the horns. I think one of my favorite aspects of the last soundtrack, Critical, is the horns. There you go. I couldn't do a what? With a back full of banjo. I can loot the bodies now. Oh, look at that! Look at that loot animation. Like the cinematic looting. Whoops. Can I switch? Can I switch? Knife! Knife! How do I... Oh, I want him alive? How do I get him alive? Alright, it's actually running decently now. Alright. Yeah! Yeah!
You're letting him escape, Arston.
How do I catch him?
Is this how you want it? I've had about enough of you.
How do I get him? I'm trying to knock him out. I can only take so many bullets. Oh. The music isn't amazing. Little details changing depending on what you're doing, for example, shooting or idling. Exactly. I think somebody made a really, really brilliant video. Alright, let's try to speedrun that now. Nice. My flick's still good. My flick is fantastic! Beautiful. Do I get any better shot? How do I take him alive, though? Capture by shooting him. Oh, shoot him in the legs? Okay. Is that so? Like, sorry, buddy. Do inform me. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of health I'm losing. I thought I had to beat. I had to beat him to unconsciousness. But you're telling me that the legs are actually bulletproof. I think the legs are a smaller target than the head. Well, at least one I'm less used to aiming for. There you go. Somehow that worked. Indeed it is. I bet it's squeaky clean. I took a shower this morning, Chris.
Check in with me next time you're in town.
That is not a notable situation. I just took a shower today, and I run my finger past my cheek. Squeak! I bet you can do that to your mech, couldn't you? Squeak! You press your finger on the side of your mech and go squeak. Is there not bullet time? I don't think I've unlocked it yet. Critical. Or if I have, I do have it, I just haven't been using it. I got 20 whole dollars for that. That's $500 in cowboy times. Or rather, $800. I just saw you take 2 shotgun shells to the base. So, I unfortunately don't have any of my, Who are all you? Whoa! I guess I'm ending up pretty honorable. So, study buddy, I have a friend who routinely, for fun, will just fire into crowds in Saint-Denis in like the way that they have their fun is they just like or to keep their honor low as well as have fun, they will just start firing into crowds and such like that. And far be it from me to criticize how this individual enjoys taking their fun out of being an outlaw in this game, right? I mean, like, the point of the game is not to be a goody two shoes. It's to be able to LARP cowboys and engage and play around in that lack of federal oversight, right? That you see in this setting and the like. But it would never occur to me to just openly start like firing off into a crowd. If I'm antagonized, maybe I will fire. If I'm wounded, it'll be on me to fight. And even then, half the time I just tie him up because I think that's more humiliating. What's going on over here? I was gonna ask for all of you, right? Like, is your first instinct to be bad or good in video games, and why? Save the treasure hunter. All right. What's going on here? Who are the baddies? Are these the bad guys? Whoa! Well, that was a cool takedown! Good body. Hello there, stranger. How's the treasure hunting?
There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
Thanks, mister.
Oh.
I could use a little luck.
The accents aren't gonna get much better in this game, are they? That's just the main character's ability. I know you can improve it later on. It's not my fault taking care of my horse raises honor. You don't have to out yourself, Noel. What I wanted to ask, though, right, aside of doing that, because you could pay the 3 gold to keep lowering your honor when it's relevant. But I was gonna ask, like, is it your first intention to be like a bully in games like this? Or, and I won't judge you either way. I think we need space for power fantasy. Especially with a lot of us feeling very disempowered recently. I think having space for power fantasy is part of a healthy diet of not going out and doing something terrible in the real world, right? But I don't know, like... It has to be really funny for me to just pull a gun and kill someone, right? And that's, I don't know if funny is the good metric to figure out whether you're killing a man or not, but it has to be really funny or I have to be really annoyed to like cause harm. I play this game white hat more often than not. It used to be good then evil, but these days I usually do the good and keep my eye out for things that can be goofy. Yeah, basically the same thing! Really, Orleans. I never had the Chara instinct. I've never had it in me. I never had it in me necessarily to like, oh, let's just see what happens, starts killing everyone. Meowdy, hello Orleans, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for sharing with me your bit.
Hello? It's Armadillo 7.
You have a telephone now?
What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall!
A modern day Western, right? A modern day Ooh. Thank you for the music, game. Modern day Western, right? But I watched No Country Left for Good Men. Or No Country for Good Men, right? Which is a Western set in the modern day. Or at least Westerns which takes place in like the 70s to 90s. They're all these Westerns, all these like nostalgic Westerns always talk about the past. It's crazy how we just keep looking back for a fonder time. Like I miss when my phone wasn't as smart as it was, but then people will miss back in the day when people would read on the train, right? Yes, No Country for Old Men, pardon me. I watched that movie recently, and I think one of the most interesting aspects of it is Sugar, right? Is the name of like the black hat in this movie, right? And they walk around with this massive air tank and this like little baton, and they go through the story. They go through the story using that baton, opening doors, essentially in place of a gun, in place of a proper old-fashioned firearm, right? There are 3 characters. There's the old sheriff, whose parents were sheriffs, and that was like the last in the line of like these people who put the law into their own hands or are deputized for that. There is the tracker who who stumbles into a great deal of cash on the border, and then there's Sugar, right? There's always this disdain for being able to make a living for yourself in the new era and new day. Like, people always look at the past as though it were easier, as though it were kinder, as though it was more opportunistic. And I do think that, like, back in the Wild West, I mean, nowadays you can be a modern day outlaw and, like, take a Glock and, like, be a highwayman, but people generally don't. But I guess it was more accessible back in the day. But like this bristling against change. Every single character here is like, I don't like those city slickers moving up out here. We're the snowbirds. I don't like this newfangled telephone. I was watching Fistful of Dollars recently, and there is this character called the Prophet, who's like the sun-baked old man archetype, and he was like, do you know why good men have to take up terrible work like blood for cash for like bounty hunting? Because of the trains. The trains have ruined the Wild West. Everything's ruined what everyone loved. But I think in No Country for Old Men, it's so pretty that the way that they have this new person heralding in a new era is this hired killer, the serial killer, who uses this air tank and this baton. And they don't know what it is because it can't be a gun, no powder marks. It seems like to be one very specific quick jolt. Like, a lot of these injuries this sheriff is fighting have no X wound. And toward the end of the movie, he's sitting down, having a coffee at an old diner and thinking about like how much things have changed. And you learn in that conversation when he says, nowadays they don't even kill cattle the way they used to. Back in the day, you'd use a gun or they'd use a sledgehammer. Nowadays, they make this thing called a bolt gun, which compresses air behind a metal pole or a metal spike. You bring it up to the forehead of a cattle, let the air loose, and knocks the cattle right out, if not outright killing it. And you realize that this bolt gun is also an expression of change coming in, right? Dog, a sledgehammer! Dog, a sledgehammer? It's a bolt gun. It's used to put down livestock, whether it be for humane reasons or for or for meat. Yeah. Back in the day, you'd just use whatever implement you had to put the animal down. You'd bleed it, but bleeding aside of like the halal haram like dichotomy and the kosher dichotomy, I suppose, that beyond, it's seen as barbaric, you know. Like we there was this whole, like, before like Food Inc. made people's stomachs turn, there was this really old document about like the conditions in meat processing plants. Does anyone remember what that is? Minus AI, old meat processing pamphlet that changed America. The Jungle by Upton St. Clair. Yes, you're absolutely right. Critical, well caught. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling because I love to ramble. No, like abattoir, that's the word I'm looking for. Like the conditions in abattoirs where they process meat, we are terrible, and we're very clear on like how sickness occurred and all that such, right? Upton Sinclair's The Jungle like meaningfully changed how like we saw things, and like maybe it's more ethical to shoot a animal in the head and then bleed it and all that stuff. But the point is, right, Sugar from No Country for Old Men is the walking embodiment of like a modern outlaw, using not a gun or like any of the old fangled tools. I mean, they eventually use a gun later on with a silencer, all super cool. But their main weapon is a sign of change and progress from a antiquity, a far flung past of what cattling used to look like versus what now, right? And just with this, there's also like conversation about like things moving or not, and like change is only good when it helps people. I don't know. It's crazy how how Westerns are slowly radicalizing me towards like Southern talking points, not conservative talking points, but specifically Southern talking points. And like, gosh, I do want an old gun. I do want an old gun that just has been reliable for my pappy and my pappy's pappy, my pappy's pappy's pappy. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This need to ritually discard a perfectly working piece of media, or a piece of media, or a piece of like technology that like destroys itself over time to make way for the new one. It's disgusting. And this is your reminder, study buddy, that if you haven't already, you are meant to reset your PC to keep it nice and working and running every 5 years. Have you done that for yourself? I'll leave you to think about that while I use the restroom. So, I did forget a ad break. You're absolutely right, Orion. But I needed to remember. I need to recall. Like, do you all get ads every hour anyway, or only if I put those ads on? Because, like, what's the point of pre-rolls? Do you still get ads with pre-rolls? I forget. I haven't been a viewer in a minute, and let alone a unsubscribed viewer, because being a creator means people are very, very sweet and get me subs for the people they enjoy. Another thing, Upton St. Clair is genuinely one of the coolest, most beautiful names I've ever heard. Ooh, absolutely. Upton is... St. Clair is very good. St. Clair. St. Clair.
Marshall! Marshall! I've just been up in the canyon spine, like you said.
This guy looks like a massive baby.
Rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. Even more than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marson?
Yes, sir.
Will you help me?
I will try.
I will try.
My pleasure.
However, I will say that the plot of this game is helping me sort of... I think I'm... I expect too much. I expect too much spectacle. I expect,
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Weeks folded you up like an empty person last time.
oh man, this guy's got words.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Yeah, simmer down, Jonah.
Boss, Jonah. There's a good boy.
Oh!
We need to stick together, boy. Them rustlers might be waiting for us.
Is it me being too far behind?
With us, Marston. You never know. Ballard twins might have set up an ambush.
Sure.
Are you sure it was the Ballard twins, Eli?
Sure as shoot. I'd know those boys any place.
How would you know those boys?
Are these the same rustlers who've been causing the McFarlands so much trouble?
If you want to avoid a rope around your neck, I'd advise you to stay on 2 feet around that ranch, Marston.
2 feet?
They rustle them one day and sell them in Steve's Landing next. They've been making more money than they can keep dry. Nearly there.
I'm so jealous of you, Eustace. Perks of being Lithuanian, I suppose. No, but how many of you have reset your PC, burned it all to the ground, and restarted in the past 5 years of owning a PC? How many of you have owned a PC for longer than 5 years, I suppose, is another question.
Let's move up the canyon towards the fort.
Yes, sir.
Be ready, boys.
I'm so used to...
Be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many
I'm so
there
used
are.
to,
If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears.
I'm so used to, what's the word, forwarding? To going left for my shoulder arm, and then now the revolver's on the bottom. Oh well. I made mine 2 years ago. Congratulations, Deadfire! I guess you have another 3 years before you have to save everything that's important and toss the rest, which is actually kind of important.
Look out!
Oh shucks! That is a lot of boys. Oh my, that's a lot! That's a lot of boys!
Help me out here, will you?
I mean, I'm trying.
Good shooting, boy.
Thank you. Whoops, that's a little too high of a flick. There we go.
One more for the vultures.
Do I eat? Do I not eat?
We've come from Mr. Gulch's cattle. Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them.
Let's go right. I don't play second fiddle. Well, I do, but I don't play second fiddle to Eli and Jonah.
Just make sure you don't slow me down. Hellfire.
Hellfire indeed.
There's a couple of the rat bastards.
Am I good, or am I just overly specced?
All right, come on, Mark.
Overly specced in this way. I've done a lot of Red Deading in my time before I even started this.
There's our boys on the other side.
Oh, those are ours?
They're still coming.
There's okay. I was gonna say that this is giving me a lot of appreciation. Oh, that's cool! We got the Wilhelm scream.
I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. All right, let's move down and take those bastards in the camp.
Where's my brain?
Come on, let's get these sons of bitches.
20 years in total, but I don't know if it was said before I got it. Oh.
We'll kill every last one of you.
Congratulations on building your own PC, though. That's pretty cool. Hello? I have enough for all of you.
This is where it is, buddy. Right here.
Oh, this is so cute. I think Red Dead Online has made me expect not too much necessarily. I forget that you know, Western life ain't all spectacle or nothing. Is my voice kind of getting how's my accent? Silly. It's reminding me that Western life isn't like Magnificent 7 2016 and has more to do with Magnificent 7 I think 1986. So it's helping me calibrate the scale of the murder and the bloodshed, because I'm used to making. Oh gosh, where's the sniper at? Oh shucks, I need my cover. Can I just run over there? Nice slide. That's some. You all right, sir? Marston hitting the guy with the good boy in the 1870s is mad funny. I mean, it wasn't always like a. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea about the history, so don't let me speak on it. Where's the guy? Are they on the ground? Are they below?
Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy?
Excuse you. Where's the guy? I don't see him at all. Here they are. You're a crack shot yourself if you couldn't get that guy sitting out in the wide open. You've never done that? You've never reset your PC? Oh.
I'm wide open here.
I mean, most people do not, you know. Whoa. Can I just... Oh, it's still held to try to use this controller. I can't even fire it. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh, that's our guy. That's what's his face? That's Jonah. I just heal over time, right? Alright, that's good. I reinstall my Linux sometimes, but I have set up a way that makes saving the data easy. That's absolutely fair.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around, listen up. All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
All right, let's crouch. As far as I can tell, crouch walking is the worst. Oh. What do we do now, Marshall? Take a shot? He wants to get even closer. On you, Marshall. There's innocents? Why are there innocents down there? I mean, innocent cattle maybe, right? This is once again though ruining my my sense of, not immersion, of like calibration. Cause that's a lot of guys we put down. How many did we put down just as they are? Like 20 dudes. Organizing 20 dudes to do anything is pretty hard. Case in point,
You might as well give it up now.
Hat shot?
I'll kill the hell out
Oh,
of
thank you, Fleet. Or rather, Jonah. Am I hitting them? Maybe I'm too far behind. Welcome back, A.
Where's your brand and iron now? What are you waiting for?
I'm rolling up. Where's the zip? Give me this guy. Oh, that guy is a safe guy. Which means it's just this last person? Is there anyone else to surrender left?
Now come on, let's untie those hostages.
I didn't even see them at first. Or are these secretly baddies?
Marshal, we're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Thank you.
Yes, well done.
Now.
I like him.
I'll do what I can.
I like Eli.
You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Oh, you're riding on the back of the horse. Oh, wow. Being stolen is really popular with the same cow. Actually, they're actually pretty different. They're all working the exact. They're all moving the exact same though. Have I been here before? Nigel West Dickens can be found in Cholla Springs. Let me give this horse a try. Can I have more than one owned horse? Does anyone know? I don't crash anymore. Ramen in the microwave, cowboys on my phone screen, Slayer in my headphones, living my best life. I'm so happy for you. No, I was just telling chat, AE, how, like, Westerns are slowly radicalizing me against my city slicker ways, and giving me a great appreciation for like making out your own and that fantasy of doing so. It's always the lily-handed city slickers who romanticize the Wild West, ain't it?
Let's go.
Who's never seen harm in their entire life. How do I even start going over there, though? Is this retro enough for you, AE? That's a long way. Is there a no? Is there a? Oh, there's a zoom. I've been to Pike's Basin before. Character development / J. My kind of retro is Egyptian Parcheesi. I think it's on my list. I'm actually gonna have to ask your help about getting this game working, as it were, in private at some point. If you can cut out some time next week before Friday, you'd be doing me a great service, sir. I need to know if these I need to know if this game is just clunky or if it's just my PC doing it dirty. It's not imperfect. I'm having a great deal of fun, but I do think it's hampered by my frame rate. 2010. There you go. Oh my gosh, it was only 5 years between Red Dead and Red Dead 2. That's incredible. I suppose 5 years for a follow-up is like someone expected in the way of like cinema and all the like, but 5 years? Between this and that? I do think these were a little bit bigger. 10 years for Starfield. Was 10 years how long it was in development? You know, on lowest settings, Red Dead Online doesn't look as good as this, so. Oh, but is there no cinematic mode? Wait, you can save your game from anywhere in the wilderness. Choose a camp from your satchel and put up a camp to save. Can I cook on here? Let's save for a couple hours. Yes, please. We're a one save kind of group.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I mean to drive you so hard. I mean, it's a long ride. I might be missing cinematic mode a little bit. Not that much. I'm alright, thank you. Are you walking toward me? Are you walking toward me? No, I don't want to give you a ride. Excuse me. Me earlier saying humans are generally altruistic. Me also, I don't want to give you a ride. Hopefully that was enough. Was there a point in hunting animals back in the day? Can we skin them or loot them? Any wild animal you kill in the wilderness will be skinned by approaching the corpse and pressing Y. Where is it? Skin animal.
Come on, let's get this over with.
I wish I could have played games like this when they came out. I think it's really cute and not quaint necessarily. I think like the art direction and all that stuff, like it's so wonderful. But like, I feel like this. I wish I had my mind blown appropriately, right? My mind blown when the world opens up to me like this in this game. You miss needing to save? Why is that? I can see why, like... I can see why, like... the ability to manually save is important, yes. But, like, the need to? Like... I don't know. Sometimes you just sometimes you get engrossed and you forget to. I guess, like, it'd be another step in, like... playing games mindfully, knowing when to save and all the like. Something about it makes me feel in control of my experience, young and engaged and conscious of my experience. I mean, that's mindfulness for you. You can do that with a lot of things. You know, you can just wash a dish very, very focusedly. Not just automatically do it, but pay attention to every little sensory bit, and the water, and the soap, and the suds, and all that. That and grounding has been said to help a lot of people out. Sit? I can sit. Who's this? Sure, I can sit. Oh, they're a baddie!
This ain't your land, mister.
Is there another person here? Bad deeds are noted by the populace. If you turn road agent, if you turn road agent. Oh. Oh!
How dare you!
Cut free. Which button is that?
So kind of you. Much obliged.
No worries.
You're lucky to be alive.
Good lord!
You could have said that with a little more grace, John Marston. I mean, I suppose you're right, but like... I suppose you're right that like it does force to be more mindful, right, AE? But I can't help but feel as though we could be having or putting those things in our lives already. I got a pistol, a volcanic pistol. What's that? It's different ammunition. When did I get a volcanic pistol out? How does it fire? Yeah, I like the Cattleman more. I just feel like a kid playing DS again. I mean, that's fair. Like, we did have to build around, like, save points when we played, what's the word for it? When we played, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon together, and there was something nostalgic about that. Like, knowing a boss was ahead, or there's gonna be a particularly hard part, and, like, being able to, like, sort of pull yourself together. There's a kind of, like, ritual to that, isn't there? I don't know, I talk a great deal about, like, things I'd like to see, but humans don't know what they want. They will swear up and down that something that they think that they want is what they want, and then when it comes to actually receiving it, they'll go, what the heck is this, you know? I wonder how much of my mental, or how much of my thoughts around all the situation would evaporate once I'm faced with a game that, like, presumably, reaches my specifications.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir, you need help?
Oh no, yours like, I am very sick.
Mister, you alive?
Fuck, god damn it. Good heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, No, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look like Winston Churchill.
You look pretty good.
Roar, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Pardon me. We were just talking to a corpse. How is everyone? Good evening, study buddy, and good evening, raiders. My name is Hilarious, your study buddy from another universe, streaming live on Twitch with Phil College Credit. And thank you so much for coming with the raid and saying hello. For those of you who are not familiar, Roarston is the premier rock VTuber. They are a archaeologist who knows a great deal of rock facts, both in lore and in real life. And please give them a great deal of visit and understanding and enjoyment. Can we get a shout out to Roarston and their community? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, mods. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little ill, so pardon me. But I really appreciate the raid. It's very, very kind of you. We eat rocks over here in the Roar community. The Roar community sounds very, very good. Had to raid and run before the man goes. No worries. I actually have my own. Things I need to do. I'm probably gonna close out after this mission, but we still have some time. It's for robbing the Bankstein right now. Roar is robbing the Bankstein right now. I see that your chat has speaks Changlish. No, please. If you haven't already picked out Roarstein, they do good work where they do. Please give them all the love and attention. Enjoy your. Oh, just drive. That's good. Again, for a corpse, they look really good. I am not robbing the bank. I mean, it'd be in tune. We're playing Red Dead Redemption right now. Does this person know who I am? They know who I am.
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Baller Twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are.
Word sure travels fast around here.
I'm a man with many connections. Spare my life, I beg of you. I'll reward you
I'm trying to save your life, you old fool. But keep annoying me and maybe I'll change my mind.
I've got and come back and finish me off.
When does some?
God, stick to the road.
I'm doing fine. I'm driving so well. Look at me go. Fact, you rule. Thank you very much. Fact is, Roarston also rules, and please, if you haven't already given him a look, please give him a look. Oh, goodness. Crimestein. Thank you for the hydrate, Dragon King. Ooh. I was distracted driving, oh no. Where's the guy? Oh my gosh.
Just drop the gun. It ain't worth it. Excellent work, sir. Push on to Armadillo.
I'm glad we're all on the same page now. Thank you for the head parrots, Dragon King. See, now we're on the same page. Now you like me now. Whoa. Okay, what's the straightest shot we've got of land right now? So I can go back, turn around. Why is the ground in the sky? I think you're messed up more than I thought you would be.
Bandits, hoodlums, the scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to
Whoa.
die. Please, there's no time to lose.
I think I've been driving this cart pretty poorly.
Once again,
Is he dead? What's that gonna do?
that's it. I give up.
No! Has this guy just died? All right, so I wasn't. My driving left much to be my driving has left much to be desired. Were they getting shot this entire time? I didn't notice.
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits, hoodlums, the scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die.
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own
His health is displayed on the top of the screen.
As soon as this happened,
do you know who they were?
Good Lord, it's those scoundrels once again.
See, here's the thing. I'm not sure I can drive at peak efficiency, while also. Why are you wounded? Why are you taking damage? Hello? Alright, that's good. So I guess we'll pause every now and then.
Now, get me to a doctor. I knew you'd come.
What?
I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me.
God?
Oh,
shucks.
We must hurry! Fate brought you to my aid. Why else are you helping me?
Look at you. Somebody needed to.
I love that.
Myself not so long ago.
That's so lovely. Why would you help me? Someone needed to. That is I love that a lot.
For a man who's dying, you sure got a lot to say for yourself.
Word is my sword.
He thanks God? I don't know.
I'm lost, vacant, abandoned. They're still coming.
Holy. Oh my gosh, Mr. West Dickens is having a hard time.
Dizzy. So dizzy.
Where are they?
What have we stopped for?
What are we stopped for so I can get a clear shot?
I'm begging you.
There you go.
Trust you won't be offended if I don't talk.
No, I don't mind at all. I feel bad. I feel bad for the state of you. Like, what's injuring you right now? Is it how I'm driving?
Leave some cake for me, Bob.
Oh dear.
Is that armadillo? Come on, hurry.
Yeah. Why are you still bleeding so hard? Come on, armadillo. Come on, armadillo. No, I'm right there! I'm right there!
For God's sake, man, you're gonna be fine. We're nearly there.
I full on thought we'd lost the mission.
You need more than a doctor, my friend. We're here. Stay with me.
Where the devil are we?
Armadillo, as you said.
Armadillo. We made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the
Completely delirious.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll
Come
decide
on.
what you're my man for.
He lost a great deal of blood. You have to respect. General practice. They do a little bit of everything. They do hair care, body care, bone care, skin care. Now those wounds will take some time to heal. While you're waiting, you could explore New Austin. I think we'll leave exploring New Austin, however, to a game that is less stuttery and a celerity that is a fraction less sick. I'm gonna start setting up for a raid. Thank you everyone for coming in. Pardon my slow return to streaming. I'm a little bit not out of the weather, not out of the pardon that. Not under the weather. Yes, under the weather, but more than that, I'm still trying to figure this whole streaming thing out. So thank you so much for all of your kindness and for all of you like leading in and coming and following. I think who I want to raid right now. We've raided Rico recently, but Rico is a really wonderful doggo who I think deserves the love. Snarler also deserves some love as well. I think because we have a shared interest in cowboy time, we will. Was there a horse somewhere? I'll see you Wednesday, all. We're gonna raid Rico Barks and give them the love. What's going on here? What the heck? Oh my gosh! Everything is. Pause. Well. I'll think the game should be saved, right? Game. I think I do have a save, so we'll give it up to Rico, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care, and above all things, be well.